After working 9 days in a row since I requested the weekend off to work travel adventure show, we can check out in my blog over there, I worked the following weekend at the hotel. So then when my days off, I wanted to go on a quick run to California Adventure since it was been a couple days before the start of the Food and Wine Festival, which to go runs from the March 3rd to April 25th, and the Pacific Wharf was getting some refurbishment to be Tokyo Square from the Big Hero movie. I'm Ansel, and welcome to Ansel Traveled for an update for the Anaheim Resort area, along with California Adventure as well. Well, since nothing else has been new for Disneyland, let's get started. During my work week for the last 9 days, Southern California has been fighting a huge second parade of winter storms this year with this past week. You can check out KTLA's pictures of wild weather in the link below, along with some of the other as well. Especially a lot of guests and residents need to make sure to bring rain jacket, and especially a lot of times I need to make sure to bring my rain jacket. Well, a lot of times I forgot and just made mad dash. And then even today there was rain and hail. Yeah, there was hail and allegedly snow, but it was only like 50 degrees or 55 degrees when I was there, so I'm not sure how it was. But according to ABC7 and people on Twitter, people said, well, that was the case. Like, okay, well, it was pretty cold, but not cold enough to really be snow. If anything, it was like hail. Well, whatever. But then on my way to Disneyland at 11 a.m., there was still some labeled transit buses that was driving around the Anaheim Resort area and along with parked at the Toy Story parking lot. I wasn't sure whose vehicles were those, and especially they're driving all around the area, and then especially stopping at the Disneyland bus bays. And it could be who it is. So I tagged Anaheim Resort Transportation. It's like, are those yours? It's like, no, they're not ours. So I didn't want to push them further and then ask them, like, if didn't skate them, like, oh, who is it then? And it's like, but at least want to say, well, this is not Anaheim Resort Transportation, especially since they want to be more cleaner and greener with their shells anyway. So maybe it's a hotel, or maybe it's like conference to Disney park their buses there, so and they use their go ferry stuff back and forth. Who knows? Especially those are contract. According to Mice Chat, about all the new 100th anniversary medallions are now interactive with the magic bands. So apparently now they glow and vibrate when you get close to them. However, that was not the case for mine. It vibrated a couple times, but it never glowed at all. So then at California Adventure, cast members are getting ready for the Food and Wine Festival Marketplace booths, as we're getting trained for the processes of for the food carts of food ordering, preparation, and pickup. Since cast members were at all the stalls, and I was not really able to closely examine all the menus, but you can check it out on the about menu of the full carts on there. It's almost avocado time. And then also I want to book to go to like the drink seminars. However, all of them are Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. However, that's when a lot of the reservations are full. So I can't even go even on the evenings after work, or even I request a day off because they're already booked out or I'm blocked out. I'm sure this is popular because of the seminars. Next is the Pacific Wharf, which is now going to be in San Fransokyo Square to take over the last unthemed area in California Adventure. San Fransokyo Square is based on the movie Big Hero 6's not too far distant future alternative universe where there pretty much is superhuman, power assisted heroes along with like villains and who just does so many things that's so infeasible anyways. So the movie is supposed to be a city version, it's supposed to be the version of Japantown, what was all the architecture was all over the place for San Francisco. With Japanese immigrants, and this timeline had more influenced architecture. It was a rebuild from the Great Earthquake in 1908, which never really is specified in the movies, but in some places on there it is kind of a bit specified that was after that Great Earthquake. The land is based on pretty much if the canneries of Fisherman's Wharf were now business and technology offices took over, which is like how happened to a lot of the San Francisco piers, as they used to be, or now for like mainly just for transit and other ferries, along with like shops and restaurants like Pier 39, or they converted to offices like some are now as well. And then for the Blue Steel Truss Bridge that's connecting the Parade Promenade to the pier, is getting renovated into the Big Hero 6 equivalent of the Golden Gate Bridge. On March 1st, The bridge is getting painted to the orange cone that's similar to the Golden Gate Bridge. Towers simulating the suspension part of the bridge will be put up after the painting. According to Disney Parks blog, there will be restaurants and small business shops to eat and shop. It's something that the current restaurants will stay as is, but with a Japanese fusion menu. It says on there that Cocina Cucamonga is going to be the port of San Fransokyo Square, that will be a mix of Spanish, Japanese, and English cuisine. As in England, I think. But then also showed on there that where currently the Karl Strauss beer cart is going to be where Baymax Meet and Greet is going to be. However, the future of this cart is not stated, so who knows what's going to happen to the cart, if it's going to be just that Karl Strauss will break the agreement, or just be relocated somewhere on the wharf, or just be located outside of the wharf area. So who knows for that point there. So thank you for watching. I'm Ansel, and thank you for watching Ansel Travel.